that. So here we go. All right, welcome everyone. So nice to see everyone again. Let's get started today. So you're going to sit forward in the chair, right, with your feet flat onto the chair. Feel your heels push into the floor a little bit, kind of just by activating the quads. Nice. And then reach the palms down by your side, right? Lift the shoulders up, take a nice big shrug, and then let them just fall naturally down. Nice. From there, inhale, lift those arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, flip the palms, push the arms down by your side. Nice. Turn those palms up as you inhale, arms up. Flip the palms, exhale, lower down. Nice. One more breath. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, flip the palms down. Nice. Inhale, arms up and stay up there for your puppet arms, right? Start that nice reach. Opposite arm bends. And start to sway the body side to side. Nice. And reach, 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 reach. Nice. Excellent. I know these humid days, oh, my joints are extra stiff this morning. I had to work to get going. Reach, reach. Nice. And then bring those arms down by your side. We're going to take some little kind of hip circles, some hip sways. So just hopefully you can just kind of glide your feet, slide them down and around on the rug. So we're just going to kind of make some nice circles here. Warm up the knee, the ankle, the hip. Nice. And then let's see, can we reverse it and go the other way? So it can be as small or as big as your hip allows. So there's no right or wrong range of motion. We're just kind of, again, getting blood flow to the lower limbs. Nice, and pause. Good. And then we're going to do the same idea with the arms, taking these conductor arms, right? Yes, excellent. Nice. And I know this is the final concert on the lawn in front of the library tonight, and I just checked the forecast, and it's going to be 90 still at 6 o'clock tonight. So, although I really want to see this band, but I might have to bring one of my little portable fans, handheld fan. Nice. And pause. Now let's move to shoulder shrugs. So take your fingertips to your shoulders today. Right? And then really reach those elbows forward, tap them together, lift up and around. Yes, nice. Really work on getting them to tap. So yes, good. And open up, down and around. So we can really protract the shoulders right here, lift up and around, retract. Nice. Notice if you have any tension here, hopefully as you slowly move through this, you can start to loosen up any tight spots. We're going to come to the center and we're going to go the other direction. So reach down, up and around. Nice. Down, up and around. Tap those elbows again. Yes, good. And down. Nice. Taking a side bend, reach your arms up to the ceiling. I'm grabbing my left wrist. And I'm going to just tilt right a little bit. And as you're here, just gently, I should tip my camera, pull that arm overhead. Good. Feel that open up all the way to that down the side of the body here. Inhale here. Exhale, pull the stomach in to lift you up. Switch sides. So we're just leaning a little bit, and then I'm going to gently pull that arm a little further over my ear. That's it. And then inhale, prepare. Exhale, pull the stomach in to lift you back up. Nice. On to our next stretch. So tilting the head to the right. And then today, take that left arm, lift it up and out to the side. And then flip the palm up and then glide the arm back a little bit. And again, just kind of notice where you feel this stretch. And then at the elbow bend, having the palm face you, notice this stretch. Good, and then lengthen the arm back out, lower it a little bit now. Down, 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 good. Notice that stretch. And then lift the head back up. Ooh, nice. Other side. So tilting that head to the left. And then float the arm up out to the side. Flip the palm, roll the shoulder back. So this is my tight side. So each side's going to be different. And then I'm going to draw that arm slowly behind me, noticing where the stretch is. And then bending the elbow, palm still facing you. Good. Lengthen the arm back out. Good. Reach it a little further down this time and back. And lift back up. Woo. Nice. Take the hands behind the head. Draw the chin to the chest. So you're gently going to hug the back of the neck here. And then lift the head back up. And again, chin to chest as you draw those elbows into the sides of the head. And lift back up. Right, so I'm not really rounding out my shoulders so much as I'm just drawing the chin to the chest, trying to feel a stretch through the back of the neck. And up. Good, now we're gonna go the other direction, right? So this is the one where we look a little silly, right? So you're gonna open your jaw, and then you're gonna tilt your head up, and then you're gonna close your jaw and lower down. Open the jaw. Tilt the head, close the jaw, and down. Open. Lift and close. One more. Close the jaw. Feel that stretch through the front of the neck and release and come on down. Nice. Coming back to our legs, let's take just some releve. So just lift and lower your heels now, right? And kind of squeeze into the calf as you do so. And then still sit up tall, right? Can you turn your glutes on, pull your stomach in, notice where the shoulders are? Can we just kind of find their neutral position? Right. And you're just squeezing the calf and lift the heel. Lift the heel, lift the heel, lift the heel, lift the heel. Good. Rest the heels. Now I'm going to walk my feet out a little bit. So then I'm going to just lift the toes and the ball of the foot and down. So now just the top of the foot, up and down. So now working the front side of the leg, the shins. Lift, lift. And while you're here, you might not be able to see my toes very, very well, but can you spread your toes as you're doing this, right? So I'm just mimicking with my hands, spread the toes. And they may not move very far. That's okay, but just even imagine it, right? Just tell your brain to tell those toes to spread, right? Those poor joints often don't get a lot of use. So in this direction. And release. Nice. So now I'm going to reach for my 1 pound weights today to do our hundreds. So if you need cans of soup or water bottles, those work as well, right? So get what you need and then reach your arms down by your side. And again, let's lift the shoulders and then set them back down. So that's kind of your neutral, wherever they just landed. So I'm not forcing them down, but I'm not shrugging up. And now start your pumping, right? So sitting up nice and tall, pull the stomach in right here, even as you're inhaling today. And exhale. Good, turn the glutes on, inhale. Exhale, pull that belly button to your spine. Inhale, maybe you can keep it in there. And exhale. I know it's harder, and I know I usually cue the differently. Inhale. And exhale. Nice even breaths in through the nose. And exhale. And in. Fill up those lungs. Exhale, deflate the lungs. And in. And out, keep going. Use your glutes, use your seat so your hips don't get stressed. And exhale. One more, in and out. And release. Nice, onto your roll down. So I'm going to keep the weights in my hands, right? And now I am going to draw the chin to the chest. And I'm just going to even maybe hinge. So those of you that feel better taking a flat back, you can just hinge here at the hips. If you want to round a little bit, you can draw the chin to the chest and let everything go. And then prepare to roll up. And that's where we use our abs, right? You're going to inhale, start to lift those weights off the floor. Exhale right here, stomach draws in. Head is last. Nice. Inhale as we reach chin to the chest. Again, you can just take a hip hinge here. Let the arms fall to the floor. Exhale. Inhale, start to lift back up. Pull the stomach in mightily. So the shoulders are really light through this. And exhale. Nice. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Lower down. Inhale. Prepare as you start to lift, but exhaling as we come all the way back up. Nice. Placing your hands on your hips. You can just hold the weights in your hands. Take tiny little cat cows or pelvic tilts, right? So I'm just kind of tucking as if I were going to roll back onto the chair. And then I'm going to arc my back in the other direction, right? So it's just a tuck and a roll. I'm going to turn sideways so you might be able to get a better understanding. I think we're pretty used to this now, right? I'm just going to tuck a little bit and then release. And again, I'm not forcing the spine. I'm just trying to let that pelvis move. Release, right? One more. And come to neutral. Okay. Oops. Yes, let's put the weights down for a quick moment. I wanted to warm up our legs before we add it on. So lifting your left leg, can you take your hands underneath your thigh and sit tall? So if this is too hard on your back, stay low, right? But we're going to just straighten and bend here for a moment, warming up the leg. If your back is good and strong and you feel you can lift the leg a little higher and straighten and bend, right? But we don't want to slouch to do it. So if you're having to slouch, that's where you stay a little lower, draw the stomach in, sit nice and tall. Good, and set that leg down. Other side. So square up those hips, notice what's going on in this side and start to straighten and bend. And just warm up behind the knee. Again, everything's different on each side. This side, I feel a little bit tighter behind the knee. And 10 and down. Okay, now come back to the weights. I am going to grab the 2 pounds for this to start today. So option to stay with the 1 or none. So we're going to do a little row with a leg extension. So I'm going to hold my arms out in front of me. And then I'm going to bend the elbows and straighten that left leg. And then release the arms, lower the leg down. Other side, row and release, row and release. So it's coordination, right? We got to bend the elbows, lift the leg. Each side, take turns. Reach. Nice. So as you're doing this, notice, can you tighten up that kneecap? Pull it towards you so the quad can tighten. And pull. And pull. And pull. And pause. Nice. Switching to bicep curl, and this time we're going to do the reverse. You're going to bend the leg underneath the chair. So hopefully you have clearance, right? So we're just going to kind of tighten the back of the leg as we do that. So you should kind of feel it tightening into the chair. So here we go. You're going to bicep curl and tighten that left leg, lower down with control. Bicep curl and bend under the chair and release with control. So take this bicep curl nice and slow and controlled, right? Make every part of it count. So even this part, and then as we lower, still work the bicep as it goes down and lift and lower with control. That's it. And lift and lower with control and lift and lower with control and lift and lower. And lower. Nice. So on to some triceps today. So take another hip hinge, right? Bend those elbows. So got these like right. And then you're going to straighten the arms behind you and bend those elbows. Good. So everyone's got this, right? We're working the back of the arms here. And then just tilt your head down a little bit. I don't want any craning in the neck. Pull the stomach in while you're here. So you're not just resting. We're never resting fully, right? You're going to draw your stomach in and keep working those abdominals. Even turn your glutes on here. So again, you're not putting extra pressure on the hip. And press those arms back and squeeze and release. And squeeze, release. And come down. Nice. Okay, we're going to do that whole series one more time. But this time I'm going to do a little bit of chest expansion with the first part. So you're going to just draw the arms back straight down as you tighten and lift the leg and release. Roll the shoulders back, lift the opposite leg and release. Roll the shoulders back, push those arms behind you and release. Good. And press and release. And again, I'm sitting up nice and tall. And you don't want to slouch. We don't want any of that. So it can be small. Wherever you can work, reach. Nice. Last time. And back to our bicep curl. Take your bicep curl, this time palms in, right? So I'm going to bend the leg, lift those arms, and lower down. So palms in and down. Palms in, good. Squeeze and release with control. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release, squeeze and release. Good. Getting that nice knee stretch. This is a nice alternate to doing it standing. Good. And then last but not least, triceps. Take your hip hinge, bend those elbows, and then press behind you and release. And press and release. Press and release. Look down at the floor, just beyond your chair. Reach and reach. And reach, draw the stomach in. Last one. And roll on up. Nice. We're going to set the weights down and switch to our band. So putting the band on that right leg. So if you're feeling a little fatigued, you can sit further back in your chair and that'll give the leg a little bit more support, right? So more of a challenge, the more forward you sit, more supportive in the back. So first we're going to do some rotation today. So I've got a tight, firm grip on this band and I'm just going to kind of roll to the outside. The whole leg rolls and then comes back in. Roll the hip out, push into that band and then come back home. I hope everyone can kind of understand that, right? So I'm just taking that hip and the whole leg is rotating out and back in. Rotate out and back in. Rotate out and in, right? So letting that hip move. Nice. All right, staying on the same leg, then keep it turned out and take little leg circles. So now we've got that band to kind of help facilitate a little bit of a lift, right? So I'm sitting tall, I've got my elbows bent here and I'm lifting. Lift, 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 and then reverse. Sweep, 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 sweep. 2, 1, and down. Woo, nice work. Shake out that hip. Nice. Other side. So take the band around that front part of the foot, that ball of the foot. Make your adjustment on this side, right? Decide where you want to sit in the chair. Firmly tighten up on that band, bend those elbows, and then rotate this hip out. Push out into the band and come back home. And now it's very easy to cheat on this and just do this from below the knee. See if you can make sure. So this is my harder side to do it. From way up at top, the top of the hip here, the whole thing rotates out. Push into that band if you need to. So again, I notice on this side, I can't quite keep my leg very straight. My knee wants to give in. This is my weaker side. Last time, and then stay turned out. Hold the band in both hands and then take your little circles. Circle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, reverse, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Nice work. Okay, put the band away for now. Take those hands behind the head and then take our nice side bend. So inhale to your right, exhale from the stomach, pull yourself back home. Inhale left, exhale from your waist, right? So no tension in the shoulders as we do this. Inhale, exhale, lift. The head is just kind of floating on top of the spine and the core is doing all the work. Exhale, inhale, exhale. One more. Nice. And then let's add our stretch. So tip and then fold in, turn the head, look down underneath the arm a little bit here. And then gently open that elbow, lift the head back up. Nice. Tip the other direction. Fold the outer elbow down, turn the head in. Turn the head back front, open that elbow, and come home. Nice. Now bring knuckle to knuckle in front of the body here. And same thing here, shrug the shoulders and then let them fall down in place. Ah, nice. And then can you still keep your elbows parallel to the floor? And now can you sit taller by using your glutes, right? Not your shoulders, use your glutes. Good. Now inhale here, exhale a little bit of twist. Inhale center, exhale a little twist. And again, this doesn't have to be big. Inhale center, exhale. In through the nose, exhale. In through the nose as we come center, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last time, and release. Nice. Let's go into our saw now. So I like to sit more forward on this one. And I like to have a little bit of a wider leg. Again, if you need to do a hip hinge through this, please just take that version. So arms out to the side, turn to your right, reach to the floor. That back arm rolls down, palm up, look to the back arm. Feel this nice rotation here. Just pause here. Inhale as you prepare. Now exhale again, abdominals lift the whole body up and arms come to the side. Good, we turn. We either hinge or roll down, get to the floor. Flip the back palm up and pause. Inhale, pull the stomach in and lift center and arms to a T. How's our shoulders? Are they able to stay down? Turn, reach, pause here. Inhale, prepare, lift with an exhale and come center. Last time, inhale. Twist, reach, exhale as we reach down to the floor. Inhale as we start to rise. Exhale as we come home. Nice. Okay, coming back to the weights. I'm going to switch to 1 pound because this is a lot on the shoulders a little bit, this next series. So if you've got really good, strong shoulders today, go for it. I'm going to stay right here. So first we're going to do a little chest press. So palms up by the shoulders, right? And then just reach out and then bend back in. So just like a little push-up, right? Press and in. And same idea. I'm sitting up tall and I'm really letting my shoulders move. Feel how they roll forward and roll back into place. And can you keep those elbows nice and high and parallel? Right? So I don't want the elbows to droop. That's it. Nice. And down. Good. Now we're going to do a little hug a tree. So bring your arms out to the sides. Now soften the elbows. Inhale here. Exhale, reach around front. Inhale, open. Open the chest. Spread that collarbone. Exhale, soften. Inhale, open. Exhale, soften. Inhale, open. Exhale, soften. One more. Inhale, open. Exhale, soften and down. Nice. Hold the weights. Just take a little neck stretch. So just tip the head to one side. And then lift the head back up. Tip to the other side. And back up. Okay, so now we're gonna do a little boxing, and then we're gonna kind of tap the clock, right? So first you're gonna sit tall, and we're just gonna do one arm at a time, right? So just start alternating your arms. So same idea as chest press, we're just alternating. Good. Okay, so now I want you to imagine the face of a clock in front of you, right? You're 12 o'clock, you're 6 o'clock, you're 9 and 3. And then I'm just gonna call out the time, right? Here we go, 12 o'clock. Nice, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, whoop, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, one more, 3, 9, and down. Nice work. Draw the weights down to the floor. Reach your arms out in front of you with the fingers threaded and the palms facing you. Nice. So now, yeah, stretch those shoulders around the front. Good. And then lift the arms to the ceiling. Again, feel that nice stretch along the shoulders, especially if you were using a little heavier weight. And then lower those arms down. Flip the palms, right? Just rotate, send those fingers out, right? Reach. Can you like really extend through the arm here and feel this forearm stretch? And then lift up to the ceiling again. Push, push, push the ceiling away with the palms. Push. And come back down. Nice. Reach your arms out to a T and take some pulses back. 2, 3, nice and gentle. Cross one arm over the other in the front. And pulse back. 2, 3, and cross the other arm over in the front. And pulse back. 2 and 3, and cross the arm in the front. And back. 2, 3, and cross. And arms down by your side. Good. Okay, grab your band again for a little leg work. So come into that right leg. Okay, so now we're going to go into some inner thigh and leg work here. So we turned it out. Now I want you to rotate it in all the way and release. Rotate the hip in. So push into that band and release. Rotate the whole hip in. Again, I'm starting with my very easy side. Roll in, roll in, roll in. Good. Now I want us to sweep in. So I'm going to turn it out, and then I'm just going to push across the center line and come back home, right? So I'm trying to get my heel past the center and home, and feel the work through this upper thigh. Push. And here's where you got to sit up tall and use your abdominals, because it's very easy to kind of just sink down. So we want to stay nice and lifted and reach that leg across. And reach. And reach. And reach. And reach. And come back center. Set the foot down, sit a little forward on the chair, hinge, and take a stretch through this calf. Right? So I'm just tightening up on the band. Everyone's got different flexibility here. So I know we all don't have our camera on, but no need to compare to your neighbor your flexibility. You do you. What feels good for you in this stretch. Nice. And then sit back up. And now we're just going to do a little pulse straight leg. So holding that leg nice and straight with the band, just lift, 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 right? Sometimes we do these standing. It's just a nice little leg lift, straight leg lift, but I'm really using my quad and my abdominals. So I'm not trying to stress out this hip joint if I'm using my stomach to do the lifting. Whew. Good. And then can we lift and hold and really tighten that quad? Hold, 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 and release. Whew. Shake out that hip. Other side. So switch to that left foot. Get it onto the ball of the foot. Right, I'm just going to move the band out of the way here so you can kind of see. So internal rotation, right? Roll in, and back to center. Roll in and in. So again, all these muscles along the inner thigh down to the inside of the knee, right? Roll, 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 and roll. Good. So now coming back to center, turn it out so we can see our heel, and you're going to sweep across the body. Get past that midline. Find where you need to kind of really activate this inner thigh. Push right about there. It really starts to kick in. Reach and reach and reach. Reach. Woo. And release. Okay, take your hinge stretch here. Use both hands, hinge, draw those toes to the ceiling. And come back up. Sit nice and tall in the chair, and our little pulses, right? We're just going to pulse that leg up, 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 sitting nice and tall, up, up, up. It doesn't have to be very big. Good, and then lift and hold. Hold it. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo. Nice work. Put the band away. We're going to come and take our twist stretch now. So take your right leg over the left. It should feel good now just to kind of cross legs. And then draw one hand across that knee and then lift and gently turn to the back. So today I'm even just keeping my hand on the chair seat behind me and kind of pushing into it like a kickstand. So push the palm firmly in to kind of help the spine lift taller. And then roll that shoulder back. And then come center. Nice. Unfold, refold. So other leg comes over. All right, and I'm forward in my chair so I have some room for my palm. Hand across the knee. And then when you turn, push that palm into the chair so you lift your spine. Good. Send your gaze back over that shoulder. And come center and release. Nice. Sit all the way back in our chair for some swans, taking the hands behind the head. Right, so shimmy out those legs. That was a lot of hip work. Nice. Okay, so palm over palm, right at the very base of the skull. Inhale, kind of lift the head, the neck, the top of the shoulders up and over. Exhale, soften the rib cage, come home, right? So feel how the ribs expand here. So inhale, fill up the lungs. Let the belly rise. And then exhale as you come back, soften the rib cage. Feel it kind of melt into you. The stomach draws in strongly here, belly button to spine. Inhale, expand everything. Exhale, soften. Nice. One more. Inhale. And exhale, soften. Nice. We're going to come to do a little bit of standing and a little balance on the chair. So take a moment. I think that's pretty good. I'm just going to adjust my camera a tad bit. So let's start with our prances. So just have one hand on the chair, feet are parallel, look down. Right? So you're going to just lift and lower your heels, and it doesn't even have to be very big. Otherwise, you can even just hold and like kind of pull your stomach here and tighten your glutes and just kind of feel how everything is working for you in a standing position, right? So just lift and lower. And we're trying to go up. We're not going forward, up. And use your glutes more than your heels. Use your inner thighs more than your heels, right? We just did all that nice leg work. See if you can send the work to the upper body. Don't worry, the heels will feel it, but whew. Nice. And then set the heels down. And then tiny little squats, right? So you're just going to lower those knees. Pause for a moment. Can you feel your shins here, right? Your heels are into the floor. you should feel a bit of shin work and then straighten back up. So again, we're not going very deep. So hopefully the knees are okay. You're just going to bend and feel the shins push forward and up. Nice. And again, lower down. We need to keep these ankles very, strong and flexible. And lift back up. And lower down. Nice. And up. Okay, a little bounce. So place one hand on the chair. Tighten your glutes. We're going to start with the outside leg. You're going to bring the foot forward, ball the foot on the mat, hold the leg up. Hold. Hold. That's it. Once you found it, then you can try and let go. You might have a better chance. Yeah, there we go. Good. And then if you found that, you can try and open the leg out to the side and bring it back in. You can always put a finger on the chair. Nice. And down. Good work. All right, other side. Tighten your seat. Bring that inside leg forward, ball of the foot, lift it and hold. Find your focal point. And then you're going to be able to let go. Right? And then you're going to open and close. Open and close. That's it. That's it. Fantastic. Yep. Just get right back up. It's okay. Fantastic. And down. Nice job. Okay, on to our stretches today. Take your inside leg onto the chair. And slide the foot to the far edge so that way when you lunge, you get a stretch through the leg that's on the floor, right? So everyone turn their chair. Does that make sense? I'm doing my inside leg on the chair. You can even do this on the wall too. If you don't want to do it on a chair, stand in front of the wall and take this like lunge position here. And then lift the outside arm up. So I'm going to show it on the wall too. So everyone just stay here and stretch. Let's see if you can see me here. If I were to go to my wall, I can just step my back leg back, my front leg forward, and kind of lunge into the wall to get this same idea of a stretch. So now take your side bend to the chair. Feel a deeper stretch through that outer hip. Good. Come back upright. Bring both arms up to the ceiling. Okay, here's our challenge for the day. You can stay here, or can we lift our heel off the floor and balance, releve? I know. You can always put a hand down on the chair and just see, and then lower that back heel down. Lift the back heel up. Nice. That's okay. And lower down. I know. And release. Nice. Straighten the leg on the chair. That's okay. If nothing changes, nothing changes. We have to at least try. That was great work, guys. Hinge, right? So maybe again, you take this flat back hinge at the hip, stretching through that calf. One hand onto the upper thigh, maybe, the other hand on the chair. And then bend the knee and slide back off. And then come to the other side. So walk around your chair. And then bring the inside leg on the chair, slide it forward. And then shimmy this leg back. And again, you can do this standing against the wall, stretching this other hip now, right? Good. Bring this arm up, the outside arm up. Exactly. Yes. So that one hand is still on the chair. And then we're going to side bend to the chair. Right, so if you're opposite me, good. Yes, side bend to the chair. So you're opening up the hip on the outside, the leg that's on the floor. Good, lift back upright. Okay, both hands come up and off. So this part's easy. We all have this. From here, you're going to try and float the back heel up and off the floor and lower it down. Float the back heel up and off and down. Nice. One more. See, now we knew what was coming. We were all ready for it. And lower down and arms down And straighten the leg. And just take your hinge stretch here. Nice, slide that leg down. And then hopefully you have enough room. Bring your hands to the chair, walk your legs back into an L stretch. I'm off camera here a little bit, but we know this one. This is always a nice favorite. Can always return to this one at any time if something else is not working for us today. Soften the knees here and then straighten the legs. So just take tiny little knee bends to kind of, again, release your hamstrings here. And then just find a spot where you can come to stillness and get a stretch, and then maybe just close your eyes for a moment. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Good. Bend the knees, open the eyes, walk the feet towards the chair, roll on up. Nice. And then we'll have a seat again. So take a moment, position the chair. Nice. So coming into our 4 stretch. So your right heel over the left knee. Ooh, this is tight today. Okay. Right. Yes. Yep. That's okay. If the knee's up high, that's okay. So then you're going to kind of just gently push it down. Yep. Good. And this may be enough. And then if you're able, you can just take a hinge. Right. So I feel a little bit through here. Ooh, kind of even play with this, like sit up tall maybe and push down. Just see where you feel this stretch. Nice. And then release. Slide that leg down. Woo, wiggle it out. Other side. So bring that foot up. Exactly. Exactly. Good. And then, right, gently try and open the hip. Woo. And again, maybe you can hinge and maybe that feels good to you today. Maybe you even just sit tall and just try and open the hip a little bit more. I'm going to lean into this side. And then set the leg down, shimmy it out. Nice. And then a bigger mermaid stretch. So sit back into the chair. Bring your leg to the floor, the right leg out to the floor. So you're sitting nice and square. You've got one leg draped over the front of the chair, other leg to the floor, hand into this to the air, and then slide down the front leg of the chair. And then pause here for a moment and see if you can't lengthen, get your fingertips to create a longer line all the way down to the toes, right? Stretch that arm up and over the ear. Yes, there you go. Reach, 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 reach. And then with control, inhale and exhale, come back on up. Woo, bring the leg in, switch sides. Good. So set yourself up so you can have the leg reach out and away from you. So yeah, let me know if anyone has any questions on this one, because I know I can't see everyone's setup here. So arm up, reach. Ooh, right there. I know it gets a little pinchy sometimes, but then this is where we can really extend, reach, 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 like someone's kind of gently pulling that ankle, that hip long. And then someone's gently pulling our wrist up and overhead. Nice. And then lift back up and come center. Nice. All right. Place the palms onto the forehead today, right? And just gently push head into the palms, palms to the head, and just feel a little bit of lengthening through the back of the neck. Just feel how it kind of activates those muscles a little bit. Good. And then bring those palms to just above the temples. Fingers reach to the ceiling. And then, right, you just alternate left and right. Just gently push head into hand, hand into head, I'm barely moving. I'm just kind of gently activating the head into the hand. Again, feeling along the sides of the neck. And reach those arms down. Take the palms out in front of you. Gently stretch the right fingers down. Good. And then switch the left fingers down. Nice. And we'll take our final breaths. We're going to reach our arms forward this time and make some arm circles. So inhale up. Exhale back down and around. Inhale up. Exhale back down and around. Inhale up. Exhale back down and around. One more. Inhale up. Exhale down and around. And we are done. Thank you very much for joining me today. Let me know if you have any questions. I will see you next week. Due to some travel that I have coming up, I had to double up. So we will have class next week, but then there will be a 3-week gap in September, just due to travel. So just kind of make note of that in your calendar. And everyone have a great day. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.